Okay, I've been looking all over YouTube for information and Google about the Shoupin, whatever it is that you want to call it. Um, Supposedly shampoo hair color. And I seen different reviews, not too much. It was, some of them were helpful and some of them, a lot of them weren't. And I heard everybody saying about how they thought that it was just this, that just the dye itself they were supposed to use, and didn't know that you're supposed to use a developer. But here it does say a 1-to-1 ratio. So you are supposed to use a developer. And prior to buying this, I read the comments, and a lot of people were saying that you are supposed to use a developer, that they do provide that as well. So when I went to the site, which it was a Facebook ad that I saw this from, I think that's where everybody that I've seen post about it is getting it from. I did see the option to get the developer. So I got one of these and one of these, and it says 30% volume. Everything is in Chinese, except for like the warning, so you get no directions or instructions, whatever. This is the color that I chose. See that? Looks like it's a nice blue, or it's supposed to be a nice blue, right? And in case you don't know, I used it already. Right here is where I had some grays, and even that does not even look like it had taken any color. I'm looking at myself right now in the mirror, and I'm a little bit upset because my hair looks darker than when I first started it, because my hair was blue a little bit. But what I did use to get my hair blue was, desperation calls for desperate measures, right? Splat. Now when I've used Splat, it takes the color great. I mean, it changes my color great. No bleach needed. This is for dark colored hair. The only thing is it makes a damn hell of a freaking mess. It like bleeds everywhere. And the first time that you use it, put something on your pillowcase, because it can potentially go on your pillowcase. Not potentially, it will go on your pillowcase. If you sweat when you're outside, you're gonna bleed a little bit. So that's the downside of this, and that's why I really didn't want to use it again. But when I do use it, I just make sure that it's colder weather and I'm not going to be sweating, and I make sure to put something on my pillowcase. So that's what I had on my hair before, and it did have blue on it. It did look blue. Now I don't know if it's because my hair's still wet, of course, but you still really can't look. You can still see some grays, and I'm trying to hide them grays. I don't even know how I got it on my fingernail, and I had gloves on, and I got it on my fingernail. So I don't know how it's gonna look when it dries. Let's see if I get some color in it when it dries. But I did use the 1-to-1 ratio. I left it on my hair for about 45 to 50 minutes. Okay, 45 to 50 minutes. Oh, and I did dampen my hair, because the instructions of everywhere else online and everywhere that I was finding and reading, they said to put it on wet hair. It's supposed to be like a shampoo. But when you put it on, even on damp hair, it does not feel like a shampoo. It just feels like you're putting dye on your hair. But when it came down to rinsing it, yeah, that's when it got all sudsy and everything. But who's gonna stay 20 minutes, which is what it says to keep it on, 20 minutes with a big suds ball on your hair? It's just gonna be leaking and dripping everywhere. So I did put it on damp hair. I did leave it on for longer than it was supposed to be, because they said 20, and I left it on for 45 to 50. I lathered it and worked it well when I was in the shower, and still left it on for a few minutes, and voila. So let's see how it's gonna look if I dry it up a little bit and see if there's any difference there. Okay, so I blow dried and flat iron this side of my hair and it's dry. And I don't know if you can see that, but It's got a little bit of tint of blue, but guess what? That was there before I used the product. I am pissed. I'm pissed. I'm really pissed. I'm like really pissed. So, my honest review on Shoupin, I'll say Shoupin, whatever it is. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. I'm pissed. You're gonna waste your money. It was like $15 or whatever for it, but definitely not worth it. Not worth it. Even with the developer, whether you do it wet or dry, it is not gonna do anything to your hair. Look, my hair's dry now, so and my it didn't even cover my grays, so don't recommend it. Save the world by spreading the word. Don't recommend it. This with the developer doesn't matter, and this is 30 volume 30, nothing. I guess until I find something better. Back to Splat. Over and out. Save your money. Don't waste your time. It is not worth it. Not worth it at all.